When the transportation bill goes into effect January 1st, the average Oregon driver will pay 8 cents for each mile driven. That's all in gas tax and registration fees. That's about $6.40 each month and nearly $77 for each year. It's all in exchange for better roads and more reliable trips. Money from the transportation bill will fund major projects within the state. Those projects will focus on improving local roads and bridges, reducing congestion, enhancing public transportation, creating safer biking and walking options, and electrical vehicle incentives. Again, the bill is statewide, but what upgrades can we expect locally?
Presently, we get about $2.4 million in property taxes and the same amount in federal taxes.
RVTD Director Julie Brown says the additional money could potentially allow the district to double its services.
Sometimes our routes don't match up to where you can actually make your connection easy and go on with the rest of your ride. Sometimes there's wait times.
10 years down the line, the community may see more buses, more routes, and more efficient rides, including express routes.
It's limited to its stops, but it's quick, so people could actually get from Medford to Ashland in a shorter period of time than 50 minutes.
And RVTD isn't the only agency benefiting from the bill.
A lot of people know that ODOT gets the money, but 50% of it goes to cities and counties, of which 30% comes to the county.
For Jackson County Roads and Parks Director John Vile,
I think of all the entities that benefited from this transportation package, the counties probably benefited the most.
His department will be able to make upgrades that have been put on the back burner for years, all because of lack of funding.
For the past about 10, 12 years, we've been doing very few capital projects. All we've been doing is maintaining.
But with an additional projected $3.5 million a year.
What this is going to do, it's going to make our system safer, wider, straighter, and better. And so in 10 years, what you're going to see is more roads that are safer to drive on.
And Vile says he already knows which roads are going to see upgrades first.
Really what we're going to be targeting first is improvements along Foothill Road. So Foothill Road is one of the busiest corridors that we have in Jackson County, and it's a road that was basically built for Model Ts.
Making roads built decades ago fit for the 21st century.
The problem we have is our county roads are typically narrow, they're windy, and they have some real safety problems with them.
The goal doesn't end at making your daily trips safer. The transportation bill will also fund improvements to protect you when the big one hits.
If we have a 9 to a 9.2 earthquake, which is anticipated, our infrastructure here can't handle that on the bridges.
Which is why the bill supports what's called the seismic triage.
Consequently, we would be cut off for quite some time, so this will bring in about $35 million to seismic retrofit our bridges so we can, in fact, get out of the valley to and from the valley to bring in supplies and take stuff out.
Representative Sal Esquivel says the money's long overdue.
We desperately needed that here in Southern Oregon. It's unfortunate that we didn't have that to start with, but it's okay, we'll get it now.
Pretty good insurance policy before the event so that we can stay connected and keep our economy and industry moving and going in the aftermath of a subduction zone earthquake.
Though the seismic triage, as well as many of the projects related to House Bill 2017, won't be complete for a number of years.
What we're doing now is working on the rules to match the bill.
Local leaders say the delayed gratification will be worth it.
We're going to be looking at doing projects on Table Rock Road, Old Stage Road, and some of these collectors and arterials that are in the valley floor that are really not handling the traffic in a safe fashion.
What we're hoping to do is provide a very convenient system that makes it easy for people to use the system and be able to go to work, go to school, and just do their daily trips for their daily needs.
In Medford, Nikki Torres, NBC5 News.